So this is something that I've been incorporating for a couple months now, and that is to get up early in the morning around 7 to 8 o'clock and go for a 3 to 4 mile walk. It's been really helpful, especially for my mental health. And most of you already know that I am on a weight loss journey, so it's helped me in both ways with trying to lose weight and also with me just feeling a little bit more relaxed and stepping away from the online world. As most of you know, this is my full-time job and it can get very hectic at times, including the negative comments, the low pay. So going for these morning long walks without my phone or without any technology has truly been amazing for my mental health. Before leaving, I am going to put on some deodorant. This is the only natural deodorant that works for me. This is not sponsored, by the way. It's just the Native Sensitive deodorant in Cucumber Mint. I really like it. It's very refreshed, and I like that it doesn't cause me to have any reaction under my armpits like the other deodorants were making me have, where it was like redness, itchiness, and large lymph nodes. So yeah, that's the only deodorant that's been working for me. Also, the number one thing that I always bring with me when it comes to our walks is some water and a couple slices of limes. Once when I get back home from a long walk, I do spray this facial cleanser on my face. It has been helping me not break out as much, especially with sweating. It's fairly inexpensive and it lasts forever, so all you need is a couple sprays and then you can go do whatever you have to do instead of constantly washing your face. I find when I was washing my face a lot, I was breaking out more, so that spray has been helping me out a lot when it comes to sweating. Yeah, so right now I'm just trying to show you guys some before shots of my unibrow. I have very hairy eyebrows. I'm very hairy in general, and yeah, so I'm going to get my unibrow. I'm going to get my eyebrows done for the first time in a long time, and as you guys see in the title of this video, it was a complete fail, and I will talk more about that in just a minute on why my eyebrows came out not the way that I wanted them to come out, so just hold on for that. I want to interrupt the self-care video really quick and be realistic with you guys. Let me turn the camera so you can see me a little bit better. I waited until the swelling went down for my eyebrows, the redness. It was such a bad experience. It was an eyebrow fail. So she did not do any of this. She didn't trim here. She didn't do this. You guys can see, they're very uneven. She just didn't know what she was doing. And all she did was the unibrow, and she charged me $23. I'm not the kind of person to complain. I'm not the kind of person to be mean or anything like that. I just give a smile, say thank you, and move on. I'm gonna have my eyebrows grow out again a little. Well, technically they are grown out, but I'm gonna let them be for the next 3 weeks and go back to my regular place and have them fix them. I just wanted to try a new place out because it's literally right down the street for me, but it didn't work out, and that's okay. Things happen. I'm glad that I know. Not every self-care day is perfect. I thought I was gonna have nice looking eyebrows. I mean, these are not bad, they're just extremely uneven and they just have no shape whatsoever. Lesson learned. And now we're gonna move on to my hair. So when it comes to dirty hair or hair wash day, I like to comb it out with this brush instead of my wide tooth comb. This brush gets into like the tangles and distributes all the natural oil throughout the hair. I start from the bottom and then work my way up so I'm not pulling my hair out. I'm also on a healthy hair care journey, or hair journey, however you want to say it. If you guys want me to do like a hair routine, let me know down below. I'm not a professional. I am just learning from other people with my hair type. It looks like I have straight hair here. That's just because it is very, very greasy, but I have wavy slash curly slash frizzy hair, if that makes any sense. Another thing that I started to do that has been changing my hairs in a good way is to trim any kind of split ends that I see. I did not know how much damage I actually had until I started to dust my split ends. I used to be that girl back in the day to constantly dye my hair. I used to use a heating tool every day. I bleached my hair in the past, and my hair is trying to come back to a more healthier state. This is the first time in, I want to say like 10 to 11 years that I'm finally seeing my natural color come through. I haven't dyed my hair in 3 years, and there's still some black hair dye, believe it or not, stuck in my hair, but I'm trying my best to keep it as healthy as possible. Another way that I keep my hair healthy, or have been trying to, is oiling my hair. So I've been using this oil from Fable Mane. Again, not sponsored, but I do find hair oiling helping out when it comes to the frizz. I don't know if it's supposed to help with frizz. I know it's supposed to promote like hair growth, but I see a lot of my frizz not coming out as much. There's a lot of other things that I'm doing with my hair. Like I said, if you guys want a full hair care video, let me know down below. But I'm still learning, like I said, but I am happy with the results that I'm seeing so far, and I'm trying my best to stay far away from heat. For those of you that watch my vlogs, you have seen me declutter my curling iron, my Revlon blowout, along with the straightener. So those 3 items I decluttered, gave away, and now I'm just working on having healthy hair for once in my life and not trying to cover up my natural hair, my natural color. I do have a lot of grays coming in, and I am embracing it. I am not in my 20s anymore, and this is the first time in my life where I am happy to embrace the aging process and just working with what I have. I do not own any heating style tools anymore. I haven't worn makeup in almost a year. I do not own any makeup. I know that's kind of weird coming from a so-called YouTuber with me not owning any of those things, but I'm just taking a huge break and just working with my natural hair, and just keeping it real with you guys, keeping it honest and realistic. Speaking of realistic, I do not know how people record these videos. Water went everywhere in the beginning, so bear with me how I'm doing this self-care video. I have never done this kind of video in my life. So yeah, right now I'm just washing my hair. I always like massage the shampoo in my hands so I can lather it up, and then I focus on my scalp. I pour it all over my scalp. Well, I massage it all over my scalp, and then I go in with my little scalp brush. I've had this brush for 3 years now, and it works so well. It even comes with like this little string to hang it up when you're done. Again, I'll have it linked down below. I've owned it for a long time, and I have no complaints about it. So as you guys can see, I'm just scrubbing my hair really well. I do have psoriasis, which usually is on my right breast and in the back of my neck, usually like on above my scalp part. So I try to I try to massage my hair really well, and it's very relaxing, especially when you have psoriasis, to just do a nice scalp massage, especially at the bottom of my neck. And then I follow up with conditioner once when the shampoo is rinsed out well. I do use a lot of conditioner, and that's because I have long hair. I normally do this method, the squish to condition method, while my head is upside down, but since I'm filming, I wanted to show you guys what I'm doing. Yeah, so this is what I do when I am using conditioner, and then I just leave it, let it sit in my hair for a while I wash my body and wash my face. I'm also going in with this Kale Detox Pacifica face wash. I've been using this even way before I started doing YouTube. This is the only face wash that works for my acne prone skin, that keeps my skin nice and clear. It helps with, having oily skin, especially in the summertime. I absolutely love this product. I will say in the wintertime, it does dry out your face, so you have to follow up with a heavier moisturizer. But I normally just put extra moisturizer on. It's not that big of a deal. Another thing that I use is the Dove unscented soap. I know a lot of people go all out for their body scrubs, and I just use this soap. I do use an exfoliating scrub every now and then because I do have KP, but I am very simple. I just use this soap in my hand and I scrub away. I do use a cloth once when I am done like scrubbing with my hand, but I try not to go too heavy with like cloths and loofahs and stuff because I do have very sensitive skin, so I keep it very basic, including my skincare routine. Again, very basic. I am not the type of person to have a bunch of products. One, it's a lot of money to have a lot of products, and two, I have sensitive skin. You guys are gonna get sick of me saying that, but the more products I use, the more pimples I will get. So I just prefer to keep things simple. For lips, this is all I use, all I own, and that's the Summer Fridays lip balm. I only use this at night, so right before bed, this is what I use. Same thing for castor oil. I use this only at night, every night, for my eyebrows and my eyelashes. This is just to make everything grow in nice and thick. Honestly, you guys, if it wasn't for castor oil, my eyebrows wouldn't look like this, or my eyelashes. I had no eyebrows back in the day because I plucked them all due to the early 2000s look, and I'm so grateful that they grew back in. Now we're moving on to my nail care routine. I am not the type of girl to spend hundreds of dollars on my nails. I do not like long nails. I do not like nail polish. I've been there and done all of that stuff, and I just prefer a simple nail care routine. So I am trimming my nails. I will say ever since I started eating plant-based a little over 7 years ago, my nails grow out of control, and I have to trim my nails every 4 days since I do not like long nails. So yeah, I just trim them and I will file them with my reusable nail filer that I have owned for a long time as well. For those of you that have been following me forever, you know that I'm obsessed with reusable products. It's just one less thing to purchase, so you're saving a ton of money. And this product is not just reusable, but it's also 2-in-1. So it's a nail filer and a nail buffer, so there's no need to paint your nails like a clear coat. I used to love clear coats back in the day because it made my nails look very shiny and clean. And there's no need to do that when you have a glass nail filer that buffs them out for you. Like, you don't need to paint your nails ever again. It just looks super clean. And once when you're done with the reusable nail filer, all you have to do is rinse it under warm water with a little bit of soap, scrub all of that dead nails off of it, or dead skin, I don't know how you want to say it, but you want to just clean it really well, and you can reuse it forever. Again, I've owned this, I want to say, for almost 3 years now, and I have no regrets purchasing it. Another thing that I love is my cuticle oil. This one is unscented. I did just finish my other bottle. It was scented and I just hated it. I could not wait to finish that bottle. I just prefer my nails not to smell like fruit. Again, to each his own. If you prefer that, then go for it. But I really love this unscented version of the cuticle oil. So I would just go around my nails and put this on. I put this on every night, by the way. It helps so much. You can also put it on your toes and it blends in pretty well. It doesn't stay oily like this, so do not be afraid. It goes away after 5 minutes. And that's about it, you guys. That is my simple self-care routine. I hope you enjoyed. I know it's not your typical self-care video on YouTube, but again, I like to keep things very simple on my channel. On that note, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.